"Help me!" he chokes out, voice barely a croak. Panic, confusion, fear, a storm raging inside him. He pushes past the others, stumbling into the night. Lights from the street greet him in bursts. The once warm asphalt now feels cold under his knees. He is outside, but he's not safe. The music fades to a distant throb. Every breath sears his lungs. He struggles to move forward. The world tilts around him. Neon signs and painted street lines waver. He tries to call out, but only a whisper escapes. "Mom." His voice is gone by the time he collapses on the sidewalk. Everything goes dark. Somewhere far away, he can hear sirens. Was someone already calling? He blinks and tries to see. The houses on his street pass by blurred, as if someone had moved a camera too fast. Somewhere up ahead, a familiar porch light is on. The shutters in his mind swing open to a single image, the front door of his home. Miraculously, he drags himself off the curb and crawls toward that warm glow. Each motion screams in his bruised body. Each breath is a victory. He pulls himself along the pavement with shaking fingers, driven by one thing, the hope that home is still home. The night air is heavy and moist, and he coughs, tasting iron and fear. A single tear mixes with the sweat on his cheek. Behind him, distant shouts and the sound of racing feet fade away as an empty echo. Ahead, the porch light flickers as if burning out. The front door is ajar, perhaps opened by a helpful neighbor, or maybe because his mother came home early. He can hear muffled voices behind that door. One voice rings out, warm and kind. It's her voice, returning from wherever she'd been. "Didn't you finish your homework yet?" She laughs as she steps inside, only to stop cold at the sight before her. His mother sees him before he even reaches the threshold. He is slumped at the doorway, head lolling, eyes barely open. The boy tries one more time to smile. When he sees her, his lips curl weakly, and he whispers, "Mom." It's the only word he can muster. She screams his name, dropping everything as she rushes to him. He can barely feel her arms wrap around him. It's like he's floating. Her warm tears wet his hair. Her desperate pleas for him to stay awake fill his ears. She lifts him into her lap on the floor, cradling him like he used to as a toddler. The mother's forehead presses against his, like she's trying to will him back to life with her love. A hum of fear drums in the silence that only their breathing makes. He tastes salt on his lips. For a fleeting moment, he drifts, and then he remembers. The party, the drink, the betrayal. I'm sorry, he whispers, only enough to break her heart. There is such an innocence in his voice, such a broken trust. I shouldn't have left. He tries to smile for her, because he knows how proud she was of him when he kept his promises. His little hand weakly reaches up and grasps hers. His voice fails. No, 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 she murmurs over and over, stroking his forehead. No, baby, it's okay. Shoo, it's not your fault. But her tears fall freely now as she presses his cheek against hers. Inside, she is screaming that nothing is okay. He tries to speak again and slur the words that might have fixed this. Mom, don't worry. I'll be okay. But his lips don't obey his thoughts. He looks at her with wide, shining eyes, those same innocent eyes she saw when she tucked him in at night, the eyes that once trusted her completely. He can see his own fear mirrored back at him now. He reaches up and tries to stroke her face with his fingertips, telling her without words that he's so frightened. She presses her ear to his chest, counting each feeble heartbeat, praying for it to be stronger. Stay with me, she begs the darkness as she shakes him gently, not wanting to believe the silence. Her world fractures in those beats of silence. She feels the last shiver of life tremble through his small body. In the hush between breaths, she hears a faint, fading whisper. I love you, Mom. It is the sweetest and the most heartbreaking thing she ever hears. In that moment, her own body seems to stop as well. He is gone. Her arms drop to her sides as if he is weightless, and she clings to his still warm hand, unwilling to let go. Her face buries in the shoulder of her living room wall. The steady sobs that shake her are louder than any music, drowning out the silence that now fills the house. Her cries envelopes the atmosphere, drawing the attention of neighbors around. As they gathered, someone shouts for help, and sirens wail in the distance. But nothing can reach her now. She rocks him back and forth in her arms, whispering prayers between sobs. God, please, not like this. Not my baby. Not when I warned him. And then silence. How many more dreams must die before we learn to listen? The lesson lingers like the final note of a broken lullaby. One step outside a mother's instruction can cost more than just trust. It can cost everything. Trust wisely. Obey the loving warnings you are given, and cherish every moment you have with those you love, for they can be gone in the blink of an eye. If this story touched you, don't just scroll, share it with someone who needs the warning. Speak up, stay true, and if you're a parent, don't stop praying. Subscribe to Harmony and Hurdle's Tales for more gripping, thought-provoking stories that matter.